Hi folks, Jeff here at my father's shop. Say, I just want to talk to you a little bit more. We talked about this the other day, the gates, I-60, R90, inspected 60, replaced the 90, and let me explain a little bit more about what all that means. As you can see here, we've got some gate stuff because we've already looked at this, and I'm going to show you what we looked at. And so this is a guideline, and if you look at your vehicle and you say, okay, what year is your vehicle? This vehicle happens to be 5 years old. It doesn't have 90,000 miles, but it is past 60. So we're at the inspection, and when it says inspect, then it's like, okay, that may be time that we replace. We might not have to wait till 90 because of the age of the vehicle. This is just a guideline, and so that's what I wanted to point out to you. And so what all do we look at when we're looking at the vehicle? Well, sometimes you have all this covered and you have to take stuff off. Now I've already taken this loose. We got a cover here. I've already taken the air filter and the housing, and this is the air breather. It takes in air. I've already taken all of that loose so I could get down where I can actually inspect the parts, inspect the belts, inspect the hoses. So I'm going to see how this works. I'm going to grab this camera and we're going to move it over here so you can see a little bit more of what I'm looking at. Now, what we're going to do, as I bring it up here, as we look at the belt, the hoses, we can see this has the old pinch style clamps right here. These are called the spring clamps. Whenever yours has these, this is probably original equipment. That's what they put on from the factory because they can just pop them up there real quick. They're not the worm type clamps that we use, and we screw them on. And then we look at the belt, the hoses here, and we squeeze them and pinch them, and we see these are kind of soft. They're getting soft. That's where we start worrying about that, you know, we need to replace them. And then if we look down at the belt, and let me see if I can hold the light down up in here. And if we look at that belt, and we can see it's actually, I can see two colors on it because it's actually wearing right down in here. Let me get the light right there. See how there's two colors on there? Besides the top part, and besides I've already taken the gauge to it and seen that it's worn. So we're going to go ahead and replace that belt also. Let's put the camera back here again. And so that's kind of what I wanted you to see. Remember, I'm not a how-to video. I'm not telling you how to take all this off. I'm just showing you what this means and what we look at and why we go and replace it and use the gate stuff, because we don't want to do it again. On this one, I also happen to have a radiator cap, because this one was smelling just a little bit of coolant, and when I took this off, there's quite a bit of residue around the edges there. Well, this, and as you see, it just has an diaphragm there, so this is getting worn. So we're going to go ahead and replace with a new quality gates cap, and just like original. So that's what I wanted to show y'all today, and I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you listening, as always.